All right, guys. So welcome to the weekly review for the Nasdaq and the XPS combined. It's James and Kenny on the line. This is not financial advice. What we're doing and we're sharing it. So take it with a pinch of salt, do your own research, and be accountable for your own actions. So we would expect that the Nasdaq would go up because we've got a very strong close, but of course there could be a small pullback. And if you step it to the 4 hour chart, if you were looking to get on the train, then, you could be getting on the train around this wick here where there is liquidity stuck, right? So they could wick it down to somewhere here around 22955. It could be the bottom here, 22996, or it could be a double bottom if you're lucky, or it could get slightly lower to 22892 and you'll be on our way to higher prices. So, I mean, I wouldn't short this. I would be using that as an opportunity to buy for the long trade because the short is not worth the risk reward. So expecting higher price on this. Let's also then go to the XPX because the XPX and the Nasdaq are very, very similar. And if you look at the XPX, it's very, very similar story as well. Um, you got a lead beeping in my ear. Sorry, guys. So you can see here again, solid green candle, reasonable good volume. Would expect higher prices, maybe a small pullback. And if you step into the 4 hour chart, again, you can see, we may come for some of the liquidity sitting here under this candle. So, if you could be getting something around maybe 6274 or worst case scenario, the 50 EMA and SMA, which is sitting around 6265, somewhere there, and we'll be going up for higher prices. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. I'm going to pass it to James so that he can also share his thoughts as well. Okay.
So just to give you guys the overall view of what we got going on Nasdaq right now, it's printing a very obvious pattern. So let's go into the daily and see what it looks like as far as a day to day goes and where we are in this trend. Um, we're in wave one and we're grinding along this upper Bollinger. On these wave ones, this is what you're most likely going to see is these aggressive moves up. Sometimes you see sideways, then up. But we're just going to grind this upper Bollinger up. This is, the train has left the station around here. We were very bullish in this area. We could see this coming. And here we are midway through this move, and I'm not looking for shorts or anything until 25,000. And then, of course, we would see a pullback to 22.7. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's check out Nas or S&P, excuse me. See what we got going on here. Kind of the same idea, upper Bollinger, a bit of an uglier move here, but we are showing strength. I'm curious to see who will lead this race, but it's looking like Nasdaq is pulling ahead a little bit here, based on some things they had going on last week. So bullish, bullish, bullish. That's all I got for Nasdaq and S&P.